Hello everybody, welcome back. I am just some dude on the internet, and this is the Frank Fultz Chronicles, B42 Project Zomboid. Thank you so much for joining. Well, let's kick off what the recap is. So, last time we broke off from our current base, we made our way around all the way to this nifty little spot up here where we found a generator magazine, my friends. The beautiful Jenny Mag. Zooming out, we took that Jenny Mag all the way back to our neighborhood near our suburb safe house, drove our car all the way up to our northern safe house, then drove all the way up to our northern gas station. We got power now, friends. So we took all of that power and traveled back between our homes. So that brings us back to where we currently are residing in Muldra. 9:30 a.m., 64.4 degrees this August 6th. 27 days, 21 hours into our survival here. Mr. Frank Fultz, the rundown, 629 zombies killed with our favorite weapon being that crowbar. Our weight is looking just fine, 82 with one arrow pointing down, no problem. Quick breakdown for those of you that might just be now joining us. We are a park ranger and our traits are as follows. We are short of breath, slow healer, weak stomach, slow reader, a smoker with high thirst, cat's eyes, outdoorsy, herbalist, wilderness knowledge, and inconspicuous. Very high level overview of the skills. We are doing great on our reloading, our carpentry, our cooking, our fitness, light-footed, sneaking, and strength. Our foraging is up there as well. But we've got some room for improvement. And namely this episode, I'm thinking about a couple of things. This electrical. Level 1, we got a 3 multiplier, and electrical level 2 that we dropped on the ground not too far from here. I think that it would be pretty awesome for us to go dismantle some electronics and see if we can boost this up so that we can try to hotwire some cars. Speaking of which, that's going to require some mechanics, which we also have the level 3 multiplier on there with a 75% XP boost. So, pulling up the full-fledged map that we have here. We're currently right outside Main Street in this home. We have reclaimed the majority of the north here. That second gas station's down in the south. With our ability to explore a little bit further, there is a bar this way that has a bunch of alcohol that I'm thinking that we should get for some Molotov cocktails in the event that we want to go a little bit north toward McCoy Lumber. And then we've got all of these industrial buildings. I'm interested in doing some more carpentry and building, but I realize that I'm going to need some more nails. So it might be worth our time to go take a look at this spot that we have not broken in yet, here or here. See if we can get ourselves some additional nails, maybe spot what the gas station is looking like, if it's going to be a pain in our rear end. And we will get to our foraging, we will get to our fishing, and remember those long-term goals, everybody. We're going to try to drive to Echo Creek eventually. We want to level up our foraging. We're going to establish Camp Fultz in Echo Creek. I know the perfect spot for us. And we're going to try to befriend some animals along the way. I want to do some animal husbandry, and now that I found some books, that feels like it's going to be possible. And we need to keep our eyes peeled for the rice vinegar, because that is a key ingredient in us making sushi. And the key ingredient to us getting 1,000 zombies killed is, of course, going to be our sledgehammer and our wits. It would not be a kickoff if somebody wasn't screaming in the distance, would it? Something else that I want to point out, the thing that is on my belt here, pull this up, the multi-tool, I believe is what it is. Yeah, the handy knife. This actually replaces my need, I found out, to even have a can opener. So I don't need to hold on to this right now. I can get rid of the can opener, and it acts as a knife as well, and it acts as a screwdriver. Let's go outside. Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer's going in the backpack. We're going to use that to dismantle some walls. There shouldn't be anything else. Yep, nothing else that's important here. Okay, so yeah, I'm concerned a little bit about the generator making noise, and I want to close this area up. But we're gonna go on our little hike, and we're gonna pick up the book that we dropped while we are at it. Out of 12. Oh shit, I'm holding fishing one. Okay. Hey Floyd, good luck scavenging today. Thank you so much. Good to have you, man. Oh, okay, looks like we got a couple of friends here I gotta deal with real quick. There's 1, 2, and oops. Try not to misclick. There we go. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else in the immediate area? Let's see. Generator noise radius by default is like 25 to 35 tiles. AFK. I mispronounced that. I know. Depending on what kind of generator you're running. Yeah, it's the red Jenny. And good to be here instead of sleeping again. Yeah, dude. AFAIK. As far as I know. Yeah, dude. I wanted to just say like. Okay, that makes a whole lot more sense. I don't know why I've never like registered that. My brain immediately went to like away from keyboard. All right, I'm gonna turn this down on my headphones just a little bit. There we go. All right, now I saw there was one more. Yeah, and I got started a little bit earlier today with this stream. I was kind of itching to play. I did spend a little bit of time playing some Space Engineers 2 earlier today, just to kind of go through their initial little tutorial that they got since it's an early alpha. Ooh, okay, hang on, wait a minute. Oh, Jesus. Okay, there's a lot of friends that way. Why these guys are not... All right, hang on, we're gonna deal with this. Code red. All right, this is quickly becoming an important thing to handle. Those guys might be back in my neighborhood. Yeah, and then something else that is on the docket for me is to upgrade vehicles, because slowly but surely over time I have rammed that poor trunk into many, many vehicles, causing myself a conundrum. I have less trunk space. But if I can find a nice truck, a nice big truck, we can just go take it back to the first iteration of the Frank Fultz Chronicles when I had two big ass red trucks with like 200 capacity. My trunk capacity, I think, is at 15 right now. All right, hang on. And while we're at it, while I'm out here, watches. All right, we're gonna grab the watches off of the dead peeps, and we can dismantle them. All right, hang on. Am I able to dismantle this while walking, or does it not like it when you're walking? They don't let you do it when you walk. Ugh. Okay, well, I guess I'll just stand here for a moment. Yeah, I want to get more electrical skill. And how much does this give me? 1.5? That's a whopper right there. How many do I need? Where the hell? There it is. Okay. 75. Okay, so we just need to dismantle like 70 watches. Give or take. Yeah, so while we were out here running away a while ago, yeah, you can see the dead Zeds. The Zed's dead over there that we had left. Yeah, we were coming back from our police station excursion, which it just occurred to me that I have not gone to the upstairs portion. I just went to the basement. Floyd says, I think dismantling TVs gives a bit more. Yeah, that's 100% correct. Yeah, I'm going to spend more time doing that, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to go back to that electrical store that we had visited a couple episodes ago, actually. Seems like the perfect place to go for such experience. Okay, so it was over here, right? Yeah. Somewhere over here. Let me pull up my map. If it wasn't, I'm going to check in here, but it might have been around the green. From what I can immediately recall, yeah, I think that it's further this way. And quick update for everyone on the channel. The channel has been booming lately with the completion of the Into the Dark story arc. This one is Let There Be Light. But we have gained a significant number of subscribers in the last couple of days. I think we are up to, last I checked, was 83. Okay, yeah, this is definitely where I was. Yeah, we are up to 83 subscribers, and we got almost 100 watch hours in one day. And that day was my birthday, was Valentine's Day. It was yesterday. So that was a really awesome birthday gift to see the channel just thriving. Okay, I can see the book. The book is over there, friends. Yeah, thank you, Floyd. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna make our way into this area. I'm curious about what is in there. Oh my fuck. Okay, hang on. There's a lot more Zeds than I want to manage. We're gonna just try to get these few real quick. But yeah, the channel is doing fantastic. I'm very pleased with the community that's grown. Every single person that has left a comment has been super awesome. People that have been joining in the lives, super great personalities. I'm just ecstatic to see a community form. It's been quite some time since I've had been making videos before jumping back into like Project Zomboid, and this has been, I think, the farthest that I'd really had taken my content creation career, and it's been great. All right. Floyd says, feels like a bad time to joke about your age. I should let you deal with them. Good to hear about the channel. Now someone will try to bite you from behind. Oh my God. Huh. Yeah. It's a good thing I'm wearing the big ass headphones to hear around me. God forbid I ever take the deaf trait. That would absolutely be the death of me. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to get some more sneaking experience, because when you are around Zeds and you are not detected, you immediately get more. So let's see where our sneaking is at. 5. About to be level 5. We need like 400 more experience. And you can see that going up a lot. Never take deaf. I'm not masochistic. I think I've tried it like once. Well, I'm going to exploit these zombies here for a little bit. I take short-sighted any day. Oh, dude, and there's a chicken over there. We could get some fresh chicken nuggets, fam. Okay, well, what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to go around this way. I'm going to get some sneaking experience while we go around here. This looks like an auto shop. That looks like maybe a fire pit. This is full of water. And we still have not made our rain collector barrels. Yeah, definitely looks like an auto shop. Oh, okay. All right, well, there's another chicken over there. And there is a chair in that room. Another Jenny. So a good car. Do I spot a replacement car? Dude, there's 4 chickens in the street. What's going on over here? 5 chickens. We're eating good tonight. I should have brought the handgun. Come on. There we go. Okay. Oh, big. Speaking of big ass red cars. All right. There's no windows in there. We're going to go across the street this way. There must be a chicken hutch nearby. Yep. Dude, and another Jenny. There are a ton. Sorry, I'm like zoomed out, not really looking where I'm going. These compost spots, we can take them. I wanted to go collect all of the food that has gone bad from the supermarkets and the rotten food that we have and throw them into the composters. And if I don't have to make them, that's cool. There's like 6 of them here. Dude, and another Jenny, but that's the really loud one. There's a yellow one there, a red one behind me, and then a big old one in front of me. And then our starter house, I think, has a red Jenny. And then the blue one, I can't remember if the blue one is at the northern gas station or if it's at the northern safe house. All right. Feeling a little bit on edge. We're gonna need to eat some tobacco or chew it. I keep saying eat it. Again, don't eat it. Tan one is the best. Okay. The premium technologies, okay. And that's not this one that you're talking about, right? This like yellow looking one? I'm gonna put my fishing. Yeah, that's the old Jenny, the worst. Okay, that's what I was thinking. All right, what we got in the back? It's locked. Okay, what about over here? Let me in. Damn it. This is looking like a pretty decent car. Let's inspect the mechanics. Well, this is indeed... Whoa, everything was lagging there for a moment. This is indeed good. And there's 84% gas already in the car. Oh, man, come on. Somebody's got to have a key. If I smash this and then the horn starts going... Well, I'll search around on these bodies. Maybe somebody's got a key. No, not over here. But we're gonna go... It's like... Okay, that looked like a lawn chest for a minute. Dude, another Jenny. They're shitting Jennies out. Oh my God! Okay. I'm not going to that fence. All right. Let's go to the white car. Smash that front right window, says Floyd. All right. I'll give it a shot. But if this alarm starts going off, I gotta get out of this area. All right, here we go. Smash front right. There we go. All right, the smashing is loud, but we're good. All right, we're checking the inside. In the back, empty gas can. Agriculture. Ooh, for levels 9, 10. Wire, sack of dirt, garden basket, garbage bag, salt lick. In the bag, in the gardening sack, we have a whole shitload of seeds, and a hatchet, a pocket knife. All right, hang on. I'm gonna hop out of here. I'm gonna just deal with these guys. So far, we found a lot of gardening supplies in there. Good. I need to hop in the front seat and see if the key is in the ignition. Those must be the Zeds that... Oh. And there's more that way. That's okay. We're making friends. We're just making friends. We're so popular in the neighborhood. We're new. We just got here. Everyone wants to say hi. And honestly, investing the time in the melee weapons, worth it. Wish my girl would be over me like that. Okay. We're getting back in here. All right. Oh shit, hang on. I turned my UI back on. There we go. Oh, we're thirsty. Oh no. Move that water bottle. All right, empty canteen. Putting it back. Put the scrap electronics away. All right, press Z. We're moving into the front seat. All right, trunk is unlocked now. No key in the front there. It's not in the seats. All right, well, you know what? I will take all of the seeds. And look, tobacco. We can grow our own tobacco. Sweet. All right, the rat poison, I'm not gonna need. The hatchet that is worn, I will take. And I have no need for the others. But we're gonna mark this car because this is a good car. So we're gonna put it on the map. Let's do our symbols or under loot. Yeah, we'll put here. Oops, okay. And then I will just add a note. Red truck with gas. All right, and we wanted to break in up there. Tobacco takes 180 days, and it might be too late to plant now in August. Maybe you can get away with August, but not September. All of mine died. Yeah, that's the thing that I was worried about. Like I was looking at all of how long it was taking things to grow, and since we're playing on such a longer time stretch, I was like, this is gonna have to be something where, you know, it's gonna be an investment. I might have to edit some stuff in the sandbox settings to make it feel a little bit more appropriate. All right, and we've got fishing nets and stuff over here. This is interesting to me. Come here, Zed. You got some nice gloves. There are so many chickens, dude. Nice. And they had a dehydrated meat stick on them. I'm going to take that. Take that for the win. Take a step back here. What I'm hoping for is that some of these, one of these guys might have a key on them for this car. If the RNG system is nice to me today. Okay. There's not... I do want to get into that building anyway, so pushing these guys, taking them out one by one, I'm not super concerned about. This is kind of my reconnaissance mission, dude. The chicken hutches, we gotta find where the hell the chicken hutch is because I'm seeing too many. And I just gotta say, the inconspicuous trait is doing a lot of work right now. I feel like I've been getting super close to them in combination with my sneak. I mean, look at this. Guy don't even see me. Oh, now he does. Okay, I think there's another one that way. All right, we got two. Nobody else is coming from behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. And there's a shambler there. Yeah, I noticed you also must have... Yeah, I have a decent level of light-footed. I think my light-footed is 4. Yeah, when I got rid of the motion-sensitive trait, I gave myself inconspicuous just as a way to kind of give my character a little bit more of an edge. Oh, now there's all three at once. Okay. Okay. Don't worry. Yes. And I would not be doing this at the lower levels. Getting so close. And I'm surprised, dude. I'm like light of breath. My character should be. But that hasn't seemed to have been an issue as of recent. No keys. No keys. Just depressed and stressed a bit. Oh, yeah. Hang on, let's open that chewing tobacco, chew on some of it. Okay, so this is just counting as garbage. It won't even let me pick it up, will it? Like a pickup? No, dude, it won't. Oh, that sucks. Can I get in? I can. Okay, there's a matchbook. Okay, what about, let's change seats. No key. All right, but I've unlocked the trunk. What is in it? A bunch of bags, plastic bags in a tote bag. All right, I want some water, damn it. Don't mind me, I'm just a thirsty guy climbing through your window. Anyone home? Nope. All right, well, I might dismantle this TV while I'm in here. A shower cap, a hair dryer. That's another thing that we can dismantle. Okay, let's fill up. Let's come over here, close that. You can light fire with a plastic bag, only use for it. Otherwise, garbage bags are much better. Hey, Kitten Rit! I have a plastic bag full of plastic bags at home. Yeah, don't we all? Indeed. That cracked me up, man. Caught me off guard. But like, close the door. Don't let the chicken in. All right, there's our box of garbage bags. I'm taking the empty bowl and a canned chili. Oh no, tainted water in a dish. In a dog dish. Okay, we got a basting brush, an empty pan. Marinara. We are gonna be making so much pasta. All right, the banana is rotten, the ham's rotten, the sausage is rotten. It's not our first rotten sausage, and it won't be our last. All right, I'm gonna sit on the ground and I'm gonna disassemble the ValueTech television. Hang on, sorry, gonna move my character model. There we go. All right, we're gonna disassemble the ValueTech. Nice. I failed to produce any usable materials. Did I get any experience at all? Or did I botch it? Botched entirely. 9. Okay, well, you know what? That's a step closer. Now you can drive. You can always get chickens. Oh, yeah. Could run them over. I will pick up this hen. Hello, hen. I am sorry, but I'm going to have to kill you. Oh, I see that that's not what you meant, but I now have a dead hen and I'm going to put it in my backpack and we're going to eat it for dinner. Beggars can't be choosers, Floyd. You know what? We were talking about pasta in the comments, or carbonara. We're having chicken carbonara now. All right, this gets us closer. Rich enough for Frank Fultz, that's for sure, yeah. Oh, hang on, wait a minute. Making sure I'm not going to try to swing a dead chicken at him. All right. Now, we have our sledgehammer, so we can pippity-pop over this fence. Who wants to take a look inside this soda machine here? Oh, look at this. You think doors can stop me, Storomax? Huh? You fool. You're a darn fool. I'm going to drink your ginger ale, and then I'm going to break your door down. No one is safe when Frank Fultz has a sledgehammer. All right, Frank. Let's show him how it's done. Oh, yeah, I don't even have to. I'll just right-click and then do destroy. All right, we're going to destroy that door. Gotta pull this thing out of my backpack. My God. We'll just take our time. All right. Oh, shit. There's a Zed in there. Okay, well, now we know that. All right. I'm pulling out the flashlight, guys. Nobody responds. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. That tripped me up. Oh, fuck me. My heart almost stopped. Holy shit. Okay. All right, I'm waiting for him to come back. Hand to God, I did not expect that. That scared the bejesus out of me. Okay, hang on. We're going back to the... Okay, hang on. We're hopping over this fence. We're going to deal him this way. And I will not fall victim to you. What a dumb zombie. It didn't answer the door, says Floyd. And they're beating on the door. Yeah, it happens sometimes. Dude, that has happened to me too often, where you're just like, oh, there's nobody in here. It happened to me in the police station too. Oh, Jesus! Fucking hell. Meanwhile, you got this guy, this genius. Okay. Well, pulling out the flashlight again. Oh, there's another one over there. Anyone else in this room? Jesus Christ. This is like fucking Resident Evil, dude. It's the hallway of death in here. All right. Where the fuck? Okay. Huh. All right. Yep. All right. I'm gonna take a little bit of a chewing tobacco break here. This is a high stress environment. And I want to see these rooms are empty before I start doing any sort of search. All right, there was the one guy in here. All right, I'm gonna make sure I'm not got a Zed walking right into the store. That would be bad. There we go. All right, I can still hear more. Down there. Okay, back corner. All right. Anyone? All right, we're going left. And I believe that the zombie spawn only happens in your line of sight too. So something like that. So like somebody I read something that was like part of the strategy of the Flash is that there is a chance that there is a Zed in here that it doesn't spawn until the door is open. And this kind of helps you skirt that. Don't know how true that is. All right, now we're getting exhausted. And this ain't good. Ain't good, Chief. Bunch of empty rooms in here. Okay, and that's locked from this side. All right, I'm going to sit in this room real quick. White chair. Okay, yeah. Well, we got a room full of chairs that I'm going to sit in for just some time and to chew on some gum and debate my choices. Floyd says, I'm not sure. I read somewhere it spawns all zombies in buildings when you first see a building when it gets rendered. So long as a skyscraper in Louisville is dark, it's empty until you look inside. But I never tested it. Yeah, that was news to me whenever I saw something like that. Okay, we are no longer exhausted. And you know what? While we are here, we do have a weapon that we can hold. We will equip the worn hatchet in our primary for right now. That way I got more than just my hands. All right. Sledgehammer is weighing me down real quick. I'm going to put that back in the backpack. Drop the empty soda can. All right, there we go. There we go. Now we got our hatchet. All right, cool. Let's go make some more friends. Box of nails and a welding torch. Look, exactly what I was wanting. Oh, dude, look at that. And a plastering trowel. Oh, because we got stuff to make plaster. Oh, man. Things are looking up here in Duloc. Oh, dude, the guy he left ice cream in the freezer. He goes, yeah, dude, this is my place that I go on my weekends to get away from it all. Ooh, that's the good Jenny right there, the blue one. Photograph of a house, a TV, welding rod. Okay, more screws. Heck yeah. You got the Jenny and the mag. It's the most economical freezer. Yes, okay, yeah, that's the... Okay. I'll think about delivery. All right, that's gonna require opening on my end. Dude, 2 blue... Oh, yes, and another box of nails. Oh my God. The screws are gonna be helpful for metal things. Brother, this is awesome. Okay. And a whole bedroom. Blue plastic chairs. Bleach. A whole bunch of cleaning supplies. A lot of bleach, rat poison, and cleaning solution. And sponges and mops, garbage bags, funnels, more bleach, another tarp. Well, there's a lot of cleaning supplies. That's good. I'm gonna unlock that door. Now, in terms of breaking things down, I'm kind of situated, since this is so dark, dude. I don't have a Jenny connected in here. I'm thinking like going in right here where I can see what's going on is going to be a better way to navigate this. Yeah, I don't want to put myself in harm's way. So we're going to work on destroying right here. White chair. Okay. So that guy's obviously right there. I'm going to smash the wall right here. And yeah, I knew it. I was like, this guy's gonna bust right there. Okay. I was prepared for you, friend. All right, and he's down. Woo! Oh my God, this guy had a lot of shit in here. Make sure he didn't have anybody else. Old newspaper, got some dye, tailoring level 1. Photograph, phone book, magazines, notes, black denim fabric, pipe wrench, and electronics power bar. I'll dismantle that. How much does that give me? Oh shit, guys. Fishing rod, fishing line, fishing net, and a jig lure. That is what is up. I'm happy about that. Okay, yeah, this will give us some electric scraps. And 0.8 electrical. Okay, so electrical wire, like you just said. And that electrical wire can be used. Oh, interesting. It can be used to bind a spear. Make an improvised lighter. An improvised flashlight, improvised lantern. Okay. Cool. Yeah, as you can see, I haven't really been doing much electrical. All right. And we got our fishing stuff, kettle, sweets. Another hiking backpack. We have a large hiking backpack. It's got granola bar and a dehydrated meat stick. We'll take it. More nails. These are the type of things that I was after. I'll take the duct tape. All right. Agriculture 2. Butchering 2, carving 3, trapping 3. We got some good stuff here. We can't take it all right now. This fishing supplies, that's a huge thing. How much space is in this? Okay, I got enough to take. I can take the fishing line, our fishing rod. I'm gonna take the jig lure, fishing line. Oh, okay. Fishing nets, both of them fit. Oh, hell yes. All right, and that means that the sledgehammer is not gonna fit. All right, and I'll leave that single fishing rod in here. Yeah, dude. Okay, we're getting exhausted again. We got some chairs in here. I'm gonna take a seat. Yeah, maybe you need to offload now. Yeah, that's... Let's pull up in the map. It's not gonna... Okay, I was like, let me look. Yeah, we're not that far from home, honestly. Yeah, because we just walked around the old loop road. So honest, if I cut through the center here and then go back around, do recall that there were friends here. Follow Main Street and it's empty. We can pop in this way. At least for the time being here. Hang on, I'm gonna drop fishing line and all that stuff out here. All right, we are gonna destroy this wall. Anything fun in here? Scrap electronics. The scrap electronics are necessary for fixing the generator. It's also getting late. Yeah, I think I got enough bandwidth here to at least go to the end. I don't necessarily need to collect all of that stuff, but. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, it's a mannequin. Okay, they can't do that to me. That's scary. Okay. Teddy bears, box of screws, measuring tape, propane lantern. Okay, and then is this a metal bandsaw? All right, and then we will destroy this wall. All right. Oh, Jesus! Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus. Wow. Happened again. Ah. God damn, dude. Scaring the shit out of me, dude. All right, we got another TV in here. A rake. Oh, look, and how to use generators. All right, the only other place in the Storomax that I want to hit. Oh, God, dude, I got scared by them again. I want to hit this wall right here, and then we will. All right, well, now that gives us a little loop if we ever need to come in here with Zeds. Okay. So, this space, we're going to put the sledgehammer back in the hiking bag. And at least, I'm going to go back in, try to grab the remaining nails, because that's kind of what I care most about right now. I'm going to do this. I never even got that book. I think that just occurred to me. All right, I'm at least going to get the nails. The nails are what I was after. All right, box of nails. Can we put them in the military satchel? Yes, we can. And we got a dead chicken. So this box of nails. All right, we're good. We're going to turn that flashlight off. We're hopping that fence. And we're out of here. We can come back for the rest. Well, I'd call that a successful venture. We're only 1 hour into the stream. We found those hella good blue generators. So I'll call that a win. No, 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 no. I don't need no friends. No. He can just go get lost. He's following me. Okay. This is where I get real sneaky. All right. Don't you worry, friends. I'm not about to let these guys tell me what to do. Cha-cha-cha, ha-cha-cha-cha. You've been tricked into breaking line of sight. Hee. Much sneak. And we're back. Oops. That's what I meant to do. There we go. Okay, with our boxes of nails, let's organize this. Because we can't really build anything if we don't got the nails for it, you know? Floyd says, I did one of these regular tree walks in Riverside, and it was full of Zozos. Oh, no. All right, so there are 100 nails per box. That's 400 nails that we have there, plus the 60-something in the car. So we should be set for the foreseeable future. And I did not grab the blowtorch that was over there. Gonna go ahead and chew some chewing tobacco. And we're gonna celebrate by cooking up some chicken. All right, come over here. Go into the backpack. That dead hen. We need to butcher it. Which did we? I think we read the first butchering book. Yeah, we did. How much XP are we gonna get for this? We're at 8.7. Holy shit! We need to kill another chicken. Nice. All right, that gives us 73 chicken feathers, a whole chicken, fresh, uncooked. We can cut up the chicken legs. So we'll get the chicken 2 chicken legs, 2 chicken wings, and chicken fillet. You know, it's been a while since we've had ourselves some fresh chicken, so. 26. First world Frank Fultz doesn't make a soup out of chicken's butt. Too bad. We need, where are my pots? Do I have them in here? All of my frozen, rotten food. Ah, there it is. Empty pot. All right. Chrome sink. We're going to fill our empty pot. Okay, and then with our pot, we can create a stew. And do I want to create a stew or a soup? Yeah, let's do a stew. We're going to throw in fresh chicken legs. Chicken leg stew. All right, and so we'll have 2 chicken legs. We will add some fresh potato. Ooh, yep, add the pasta. Now, where's that marinara? Make sure, let's see if I get close enough. Stew. I guess you can't add marinara. You shouldn't add marinara to a stew. But let's do some seasoning salt. I'll add a little bit of pepper. Add a little bit of corn flour. Yeah. See, now you're gonna deal with it'll take down the unhappiness and the boredom. And I'll add a little bit more pasta to it. Why not? Chicken leg, potato, and pasta stew. All right. Now we're gonna take that guy. We're gonna pop it in the oven. All right, we'll turn that on while that's doing its thing. So I got 1 bowl here. I should have 4 bowls. Wherever the hell I put them. Because everything has just been a gigantic mess around here. I've neglected to handle any of my cooking equipment with any form of grace. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I'm foreseeing our future here being like building out some organization for some of this stuff so that we do not need to be living like complete slobs with stuff all over the floor. Next mission, since you got a Jenny now. Yeah, I gotta be very careful if I want to do this piping, because that would require me to put something on the roof, and me and roofs don't go well together.
Oh, I don't think I'm gonna fall. That's good.
Ah! Have a splint on hand before you start working.
Oh my God.
You've fallen off a roof before and survived. Frank is tough, says Kittenret. I indeed have fallen off of a roof. Ah! I don't think he broke a leg. He almost lost his hat. Yeah, no, I did lose my hat.
I lost my booty hat.
That was off the elementary school roof. I was like, oh, look, I don't think I can fall. And then I fell and nearly killed myself. Ah! My health was like super low and was like, oh, shit.
I didn't break anything?
I done goofed.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and you bet your ass I went back and got the hat and I put it on too.
I'm gonna get my hat back and then I'm gonna get the f out of here.
That's one of my shorts. If you haven't taken a look at that, take a look at my channel, like a 30-second short from earlier in this run. Taking a look at the map, I don't think... So we did successfully break in over here. This is where we just came from. So I'm going to change this from break-in to broken. And we'll put a little arrow right there. All right. So we broke in over here. There is another one that's a little bit further, which we haven't gotten to. Oops. A little bit further that we haven't gotten to. That police station with the second story. And we want to eventually move one of those other generators to this gas station. We've got so many of them now. And I need to go back. I'm going to put right here. Go back for goodies. Yeah, we got to come back for that. Lots of Zeds that are in that immediate area. I feel like I feel like I want to go in with guns. I feel like I do, but I don't know if I'm going to regret that or not. I mean, we already shot up over here, so shooting up the immediate area in here seems like a great way to get access to this residential area. But that's just offices. So there's not going to be much value in there aside from like paper clips and stuff. Going down here to get the liquor for the Molotov cocktails is something I am interested in. Molotovs. Get the liquor for the Molotovs is down here. Found the gardening supplies. All right, and then I'm gonna zoom out real quick, and I'm gonna put down over here. We're gonna say, make rain collector barrels. Oh look, and there is another generator down there too. Liquor. Oh yeah, I spelled it wrong. Either that or I was just getting too fancy with it. Liquor. L-I-Q-U-O-R. Liquor. And we still got books that are up there. Ah, okay. Now, I'm going to clean up because it's been a while since we've been over here. We know that we retreated. We had the house alarm there. Yeah, I almost lost my life. That was the elementary school. So in terms of building what we need to build, we have a bunch of planks in the immediate area, or if not, we can saw those now that we do have a saw. We've got our hatchet on us. So that's going to be a tomorrow thing. Let's turn the lights off down here and leave the closet light on. All right. Let's turn the alarm on right here. And we will sleep in our simple bed. Napping through the night. We did it. Okay. And I want to see, how's the outside looking over there? Looking quite safe, if I do say so myself. All right, we're going to stop in the bathroom. Fill this up. Take a look outside this way. How are things looking? Looking decent. Okay. Well, my bloody pistol. I'm going to attach that to my shoulder holster. And we got so much ammo. You playing with mods or vanilla? We are currently playing with a handful of mods. We've got Pack Mule, Blue Moon, Immersive Vehicles, Generator Range, Here Goes the Sun, our MIDI health panel, mod load order, more description for our traits, nested containers, proximity inventory, sandbox options. We can take any amount, some more vanilla clothes HD, more damaged objects in the world, all open containers, or open all containers, sorry, so that we can see that. Place anywhere mod, and then Shader Z Vivid, and Shader Z Water. Man, I am loading up a storm of bullets right now. All right, we got to put those back in the bandolier. But I mean, at this stage, with the amount that we're reloading in here, this is just going to be like replace the magazine and keep firing. So we have 17 magazines full. So we're about to do a little bit of math here. So we have 17 mags right there times 15 bullets apiece. That's 255 bullets plus 30. That's 285 bullets. Let's open the box of 50. Plus 50. That's 335 M9 rounds. Or 9mm rounds. And if I slide them back in the hiking backpack, I'll put the military satchel right there. And we got our respirator. We might end up putting that on as we go out there to shoot these guys up. And beer. I mean, might as well go chug a beer and go on a zombie shooting marathon. Yeah, so that is 335 pistol bullets plus the shotgun that we have over here, 38 shells, and did I move? Yeah, and a box of shells here, which the box of shells equates to how many? 25. All right, so we have 25, 50. Okay, yeah, we got a decent amount of ammunition here. Albeit the shotgun ammunition. Shotgun is going to be very, very loud, and I didn't use that the first time. Can you get a silencer that doesn't attract so many Zeds when you shoot? Asks Kittenrit. Yeah, that is, now you're talking more along the lines of the modding community that exists. And I know that there has been like a recent upset, something that has happened with a modder pulling his like weapon mods off of Steam. And like it's caused like a whole bunch of problems for like multiplayer servers, I think. All right, we're gonna pop open our soup here and we're gonna eat the entirety of it. That'll help with our unhappiness. All right, we have our caffeine pills on us. We've got batteries, lighter. I am going to wear the half mask respirator. There's a bunch of Zeds outside. We're going to be going a little bit loud. I took my boonie hat off, and I think I put it in here, didn't I? Yep. Got to put it back on. Things about to get serious. All right, let's take a look at this, Jenny. 94% fuel and the condition is still 100. Well, I'm gonna drop these scrap electronics on the ground next to it. All right, friends. let's take a look at where we can drive and be a little bit loud. So there's a bunch of goodies where we broke in over here. I'm wanting to scout a little bit over by this gas station. So we're gonna head maybe all the way up here, start a showdown. It's 9:50 a.m. We'll be back by nightfall. Woo! All right. Yeah, now we're back to this area with some Zeds. Now, just like last time, I don't have to immediately start shooting these guys. I'm going to try to be a little bit smart about going in loud. But I left my book. I'm back for my book. And now I want to see what's in here. I think I was in here before. No, okay, there's ear protectors. That's it. All right, we got a bunch of planks here. Some steel sheets. All right, well, these planks I can make use of for making the water collector barrels. Let's throw them in the car and drive them back. Speaking of water, hey, look, and there's another Jenny too. And that looks like a metal fireplace. I'm not sure what that other thing is. Looks like a steam engine. Ooh, cracked them in one hit. Down for the count. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, a brazier. The metal drum. Doesn't look like I have any interactable options with it though. In this car, oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. The key is in the ignition? Okay. Okay, so there's no gas in it. But how's the trunk looking? 30, that's more than I have. All right. Yeah, we need a multicolored pen too. Yeah, comparatively, compared to our current vehicle, make sure that guy's not gonna come after me. Compared to our current vehicle, this one, its statistics are looking better, I believe. I mean, the hood's in a little bit of rough shape, but the battery's in good shape, engine is in good shape, and the trunk is in good shape. And then this is a little auto shop. Or metal shop, it looks like. Welding. Oh, goddamn, dude. A little bandsaw action over here, too. Small hacksaw. Oh, that's a dead zombie head. I was like, what's that? Steel sheet. Now, are any of these things dismantleable? A gray lamp. I can remove the light bulb. Oxygen tank, propane tanks that are full. Welding rods. Gonna fill up on our water in here. All right, we got wire, more welding rods. Ooh, an army beret. Do I feel like swapping out the boonie hat for the army beret? A peaked military cap? How's Frank looking at? Not that one. Definitely not that one. Not a fan. All right, army beret. How you looking in that one? I am still a fan of the boonie hat, I gotta say. All right, yeah, we're gonna put the boonie hat back on. Looks like Bill from Left 4 Dead with the beret. Yeah, no doubt about that. All right, is this another bathroom? There's a blower fan. We got calipers. More propane. She don't lie, she don't lie, she don't lie. Propane. If Eric Clapton were from King of the Hill. Child's letter, an index card. A condolence letter. Okay, yeah, so there's like nothing else of value, really. I mean, there's a lot of propane and stuff in here, so I'll give it that. And a welding torch, which I wanted that welding torch. I'm gonna put that in the car. And you know what? Where did it go? Oh, there it is. I'll put it in the back of Le Good trunk. And I don't have a hose on me, so that means that getting gas from one car into the other right now is not a thing I can do. I just shoved that zombie and it went into Ragdoll. All right, so this was our electrical 2 and our first aid kit that we dropped. What is in the first aid kit right now? Just bandages, yeah. And then with these 2 boxes, what are in here? Planks and more planks. All right, I'm gonna set. We are gonna place the first aid kit in there. And electrical 2 for right now. I'm just gonna put that away. Okay. Yeah, a red Jenny, a yellow Jenny. There's another yellow Jenny over there, an old Jenny, then 2 blue Jennies. We're so much power. All right, so this is ye old vehicle. But you know what? Did a tire just tell me that a tire didn't just break? Or that was a stick or something? I think, okay, that was a bush. Okay. Had me worried there for a little bit. Oh no, we're going off-road. There's a tree stump. Inconspicuous as fuck, boys. All right, there's a chicken coop down there. The rusty rifle. All right, I'm gonna prophylactically take some beta blockers. Godspeed, friends. All right, we'll reload. Hi, friends. Ooh, that guy with another backpack over here. Like, oh, there's a friend. Gotta get closer. All right, she's dead. If you hold R, you can choose to load bullets or eject the magazine and all that. Yo, all right. Level 2 aiming. Yes, okay, cool. Level 3 is when things start getting really nice for us. I have a habit of pressing R, like right after I'm done. All right, let's get some chewing tobacco. 698 Zeds. All right, we'll do some more chewing tobacco. All right, we got more Zeds over here that we're gonna have to take care of. Well, I'm not seeing anybody come from this side of the street. Oh, hell yeah. Look, more chickens. Yeah, this is just too many Zeds to sit here and pluck off by hand. All right, we're drawing them in, man. Whoa. Wow, yeah, they redid the rusty rifle for sure. Did not look like this in build 41. Lloyd says, good shooting, but I gotta go. Sadly, have a good night. Yeah, you as well, my friend. I will see you in the VOD. Thank you for your continued patronage, man. I really, really appreciate you. Hope you have a great week. This is why having that mask pays off here. We got all these corpses. All right, there we go. Drawing them out. All right. Got a couple that are over here. And that looks like that window is boarded up over there. Oh, we got some more friends. We got a couple more. Just a few left, huh? All right, and it sounds like the rest are in the hotel here, the motel. Well, I mean, this is also a perfect place for me to dismantle all those electronics. All right. I'm like in the zone, man. All right, here we go. Anyone else? All right, we got some guy coming down the street, couple of them. All right, not too many. I see like 3. All right, we're going to take care of these friends that are coming this way. And then we are going to enter search mode and dismantle mode. Yeah. We drew in some friends. I can get that aiming up to level 3, that would be sweet. Where is it at? 88 out of 300 for level 3. Okay, I don't see any more coming from down the street. I've been making all kinds of noise. Oh, well, would you look at this? There's a well. Well. All right, I hear a Zed in here. I was just peering at your water, friend. Got a nice well. It'd be a shame if someone were to tap into it. All right, let me put my gun away. All right, we're going to chew some more of our chewing tobacco. Kitten Rit says, toss a coin down there and wish for the water piping materials. All right, I'm pulling out the pistol again. Oh man, come on. This looks like a nice spot. I want to go in here. Okay, there's a... I can go from over there. So I don't see anybody in these walls. Good. Or in these parts of the motel. Okay. Not the first time I've been clearing things out with a pistol. We are going to be dismantling these TVs. Ah. Whoa. Almost got caught in that. All right, we're going to pistol whip her. I am sorry, my dear. But you are not worth the ammunition. Alcohol. Okay, there you go. Good for disinfectant. Can't get in that one. Can't get in that one. Can't get in that one. All right, so we can get in that way. We can get in that way. We can get in that way. Awesome. All right, how about this one? Oh, it's just open. Okay. All right, we're gonna go upstairs in a moment. Make sure nobody's waiting for me out here. God, I get so scared going around those corners, man. Never know. All right, there's got to be somebody in here. I hear someone. That door. Yep, okay, it's in the next room over. All right, he's dead. He was worth the ammo. I don't know why. Just felt like it. All right, we're gonna open this window. Or not. Just making sure that I can access every room because I'm going to be dismantling televisions. All right, and while we're in here, let's go ahead and fill up our water. Okay, we're gonna put that gun away. And we will disassemble the old television. Gonna use our multi-tool, our handy tool that we have. Oh snap, would you look at that? We are at 84 subscribers. If you have not clicked that subscribe button, I encourage you to do so. Welcome to the best Project Zomboid Build 42 live theatrical gameplay that's out there. I'm just some dude on the internet. Glad to have you. Yeah, you need a hammer. You need a hammer for that. TV. $20 at the bottom there. That is the chance that I actually get usable materials out of the dismantle. So the higher that your electrical level is, the more of a chance you will actually get the materials out of it. Same thing as like carpentry too. Or does Frank just have an innate curiosity about the inner workings of televisions? Well, he had an innate curiosity about spoons and forks, and he sat there and really just pondered, you know, the mysteries of the universe. And he figured out by staring at a wooden or at a normal fork, he's like, I bet I could carve that and turn that into a wooden fork. So you never know. Damn it. Trying to go find these skill books in the beginning because they give me multipliers. So the 3 arrows here by the electrical skill, I have a 3 times multiplier applied to the experience that I'm getting because I read that book. And that applies to levels 1 and 2. But I believe that we need to be able to hotwire vehicles, which that is huge, right? Because I don't need to find keys anymore at that point, though. At this stage, he's not necessarily looking for anything. Frank is practicing dismantling these things. Yeah, so we're not currently doing much here, but I mean, we did get some light bulbs. Take our time here. Do some of the stuff that might not seem super fun, but like you want to invest in it because over time, these skills become a necessity. And the electrical skills will help us whenever it comes to building explosives and stuff too, I believe. We'll need to be able to, you have to have the electrical skill and you have to have read the magazine to be able to build like timed explosives or beepers from a distance. You know, we can make noisemakers, things like that, and electronics allows us to do that. Time at all. We're rapidly approaching 100. Okay, so we went from like 51. That gives 4.25. Nothing impressive. Disassembling the soda machine. Yeah, you would need a welder to do that. Okay. This stuff over here, there's some vermouth. Ooh. Just some subscribers. Yeah, I've been trying to think of like what the fun community, you know, name is. Because obviously I'm some dude, so I was thinking like dudes, dudettes, and duties. I don't know. Rudy Tooty, aim and shooty, but don't be shooty at the duty. I don't know. Whoa, missing the stairs. Oh, hey, we got more lamps to dismantle. Yeah, comic books, security monthly. Oh, look at this. Add short range motion sensor to bomb. Add medium range motion sensor to bomb and long range. Oh, we like bombs. He says in an excited manner. Irvington Gun Club. Count me in. Hang on. Where's Irvington at? New members get 15 shots for free. Well, that is quite a ways from us, I tell you. Well, there's a bunch of shit in here for us to dismantle, so we're gonna do it. Now this TV, oh, and the clock too. All right. And honestly, doing this, I mean, we have electrical 2 that's at that car. So if we get level 1 and 2, then we can read the other one. Okay, so we are at 50 something, 54. Okay, yeah, TVs absolutely give you more. Which our current multiplier is for 5 and 6. Damn. Climb in. All right, and make sure nobody's in here. That's exactly why we checked. Sharon, you were hiding in the bathroom. Well, back to business. Up. We're close. This is going to get us to electrical 1. It should. There it is. All right, electrical 1. We want to get to electrical 2. So we're gonna keep going the rest of this space at least. Fast forward, double time. And looks like we're getting a little bit hungry now. 6 p.m. So we've been able to dismantle. The electronics store had like a lot of refrigerators and I think clocks and lamps and stuff like that for us to dismantle as well. That would be a great place for us to go for metalworking or welding. Oh, look, and another lamp. This tall lamp. You need a welder mask to dismantle that. Okay. Okay, this door I can close. All right, we're going to dismantle this. Oh, snap. Did that give me... Okay, so that's just... Okay, I got a light bulb from it. But it didn't tell me that I failed to produce things that time. Yes, so. Failed to produce any usable materials, like a Dorcas. Come on, Frank. Yeah, so there's your scrap electronics. But this multi-tool is getting its use. I saw that in between episodes and was like, oh shit, that's smart. I guess that's why it's called a multi-tool. It can do multiple things. My life was forever changed. Like when the cavemen discovered fire. All right, this truck has a vehicle key. Would you look at that? And a cigarillo. Time to smoke that. Frank's not even gonna roll the windows down. He's not even gonna move over to the front seat or the driver's seat. Just stay in the passenger seat smoking his cigarillo. All right, we're gonna speed that up. That should help us with our agitation. There goes. All right, let's go switch to the front seats. All right, this one looks like it has no gas either. That's okay. Okay, dude, we got more floodlights. Pliers, trowels. This has got 82 and a cooler. What's in the cooler? Soda pop. Oh, snap. All right, well, we got a truck now. Now we're talking, okay. All right, the engine's at 45, but I did find spare engine parts. You need level 5 to repair the engine. Okay. And then the headlights as well, for the front left tire, windshield. Lights right here. Rear tail light. We can fix all of these. Let's uninstall the bad and replace them with new. And this will give us some auto experience. And then I'll drop these on the ground. These bad bulbs. Bad bulbs, bad bulbs. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when I throw you on the ground? All right, these bulbs. Okay. Oh, there we go. I was like, what? Like, you mean I just dismantled it and I couldn't fix it? All right, there is the left headlight. This is the right headlight. Replace the back two with some of these bulbs that we found. There you go. There's some nice experience that you get fixing that. Okay, and the windshield. Chance of success. Okay, chance of damage is 95. Recommended skill for the windows. So you needs one of, and okay, we do have the recipe, but it's the recommended skill is 5. The trunk to repair it, you need 2 mechanics and 3 welding. Okay, so now you're starting to see why some of these skills are important. And our mechanics is at 24. So, I mean, we start going around, we start dismantling, taking out light bulbs and stuff. That'll go very far for our character. Removing a light bulb. Well, I can't break into that yet. God damn, dude. It's a tote bag miracle over here. Value Tech walkie-talkie. We got duct tape. All right. Well, nothing of worth in this car. That's for sure. Here. And the reason I'm walking around so confident right now is because I have just recently shot the place up. So there's like no one around that I can see. Filling up on our water. And I was hoping too that while we were over here, we'd find some cigarettes. I haven't found a single body over here that has had cigarettes on it. They blew out the windows. There's a basement in here. Ooh. You got some liquor down here? Just wooden planks. Okay. And a freezer. Well, I thought I'd at least find some whiskey or something. All right, there's got to be some cigarettes somewhere over here. You mean to tell me that there's playing cards but no cigarettes? A dish towel that's on the ground? Nothing in the fridge. Cocktail umbrellas. Hey, the box of sparklers. We need that to make a bomb. And I'll take the lighter. Always helps to have fire. Rotten pepperoni. All right, and this was the garage area. Normal flashlight, elbow pad, welder mask. There's the spare engine parts. But again, I don't have the recommended skill. Oh, Jesus, there's more TVs. There's more. Double check and make sure that there's nobody. This is a nice little space, dude. Disassemble the jukebox. I can do that. All right, and this takes us out to the balcony. And I'm over here thinking maybe it'll let me disassemble the speaker. It's not letting me. That's a shame. All right, we got boxes in here. Sour cream and onion chips. Hell yeah, cranberry juice. Some rum. And peanuts. I'm down for some sour cream and onion chips. Oh, dude, I didn't even eat it. Come on. Take that. All right, my guy, you can take off your respirator. There you go. All right, with it being 10:10, think this through. I kind of want to dismantle this jukebox, though. Not gonna lie, and then maybe hunker down in one of these rooms. All right, we are gonna disassemble this oldies jukebox, and I want to see how much this is gonna give me. We went from 66 to 77. Okay, that's not bad at all. They gave us steel chunk, steel piece, bottle opener, a heavy duty flashlight. We already got one, but I kind of want to, I'm going to swap out, unfavorite this one. Oh, look, research craft. What am I going to learn about a flashlight? Am I going to learn how to make an impromptu flashlight now? We about to do this? I've held on to it long enough that my guy's like, you know what? I'm starting to think that there's something behind this whole light thing. Gonna go all Dr. Octavius, the power of the sun in the palm of my hand. Learned to make an improvised flashlight. Yeah. Okay. Well, we will unfavorite this guy, move it over, then slide this other guy over here. Make sure that that's the good one. Yep. Press F. It is equipped as the secondary. There we go. Box of tissues, a diary, key to the residence, paperwork. Disassemble this TV. We're like halfway there, dude. Halfway to electrical level 2. All right, we'll speed that up. It's getting dark. We're going to need to go to bed. All right, that put us at 84. All right, and there's plenty of other things for us to dismantle in the coming days. Kitchen that's in here. What's this on the ground? Paperback, The Battle of Somme. Okay. Well, in terms of safety, I think that we should be okay in here. Just going to close these up. We got one door over here. This door is broken, huh? Okay, well, I'm gonna do my best. This is kind of scary, but we're gonna allow this to happen. We're gonna go to bed. We made it another day, folks. I still didn't eat the sour cream and onion chips. All right, well, I'm gonna eat them now. Happy breakfast. Merry breakfast. Yeah, and then there was tons of dismantleable light sources in here. You can dismantle the pool table. Disassemble this lamp. Disassemble this lamp. No, just disassemble the whole thing. Yeah, there you go. We're speeding this stuff up. Oh yeah, dude, and there's lamps all over the place down there. Cool. Why can't I disassemble the speakers? That also is a box of sparklers. Hell yeah. I got 3 hairspray cans. And now I got 2 boxes of sparklers. And I think that I have a 3rd one back home. So I just need the recipe at this point, because I've got the aluminum foil as well. But I can't believe it, dude. There's not been a single thing of cigarettes. All right, I got an iron pipe. How is the electrical looking? We're at 99 out of 150. Yeah, fuck yeah, we're gonna get it by the end of this episode. It's very fitting for an episode that I've entitled "Let There Be Light." For us to do all of our electrical stuff. A lot of cranberry juice, tomato juice, and gin. Empty glasses. For as little alcohol as there is here, there's still more alcohol than I found at Coalfield. Oh, look, 1 cigarette. Oh boy. Guess I'll smoke that one. And I'll save the cigarillo for later. And there's cider. Okay, well, you know what? At least I found 1 cigarette and 1 cigarillo. All right. While I'm over here, I'll dismantle these lamps. A striped lamp with a striped bulb. Okay. That puts us at 107. All right, we are literally almost there. Let's dismantle the remainder of these like 7,000 lamps that are here. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Somebody's got to do it. Ah, okay, here we go. This will be the one that gets us. Here it is. Woo! There's electrical level 2. Awesome. And then our mechanics, dude. I mean, if we fix 2 more cars, if I take the light bulbs that I have found, I got 5 on me. Yeah. If we go, and we'll take these 3. There you go. So we have 8. Let's go fix that car that's down there. We'll take out its light bulbs, put in new ones. And then we can do that to our own car that we own. And then I think we'll be at mechanics level 1. All right, that puts us at 48 out of 75. All right, and then our car is down here. Hungry. All right, let's drop the bulbs that are right there. All right, where's our mechanic skill? Yeah, look at this. Look at that bitch. Oh, it's at 72. We're so close. And there's no car around. Damn it. All right, let me sit in here. All right, we are gonna eat a Snick Snack bar. We're feeling a little bit like a diva. Turn into a diva when we're hungry. We're gonna see what the gas station is looking like. Looking pretty empty of zombies, if I do say so myself. You love to see it. I see a Spiffo van. All right, here we go. Let's take off these headlights. There it is. All right, and I'll put that one back. I think that the way that it works is you'll only get that experience on that car that first time that you do it from this car into the truck and reclaim it. And this gas station, oh dude, look, there's a big ass car over there too. There's like nobody over here. We must have drawn them in from the great gunfight. Sponge. All right, we're gonna keep an eye out. Okay, bucket. Absolutely want the bucket because we can make plaster. Bro, we got more buckets. Fuck yes, more cigarettes. Oh. I got more than enough fire. I'm okay. All right, these are licorice. Dude, we're gonna eat a Roy's peanut butter puck. Alcohol wipes. Some highs. Snow globes. Choco cakes. We got rope, funnel, empty gas can. A Diet Cola, plastic, water bottle, licorice. All right, we got some magazines in here. Brochures. Louisville Police Headquarters. Where's that at? Wonder where that's at. Maybe it's in Louisville. Yeah, it's quite a far away. Quite a far a ways from us. All right, word search, the Kentucky Herald. All right, and then we got Rosewood and West Point. We're going to read these so we know where they are. All right, and then West Point. Okay, taking a look at our maps real quick just so you can see. Yeah, there you go. So West Point is over there. Rosewood is down this way. Rosewood is like on our way to Echo Creek. Can't see a goddamn thing. Beef jerky, more, okay, yeah. Mechanics 2. Tortilla chips, yeah, dude, look at this. We just got all kinds of stuff. All right, well, we're gonna go into the bathroom here. As long as there's nobody that's gonna kill me. Nobody in here? No. Nobody in here? Okay. As long as I know I'm good. Okay, we will fill. All right, well, we found a shitload of cigarettes. That is a heck yeah moment. Yeah, we were putting up a fight over here earlier, so I'm gonna move those empty gas cans right here. In one of these on the sides. Licorice. Licorice. Okay, there it is. Empty gas can. All right, and then the other one is in the back here. And while I'm over here, okay, that's already unlocked. Empty gas can. And we're gonna go ahead and take the mechanics book. All right, these gas cans, we're gonna drop them off right outside here. All right, now, oh, interesting. There's one Zed trapped in there. We're gonna take apart the lights in these cars, but after I whack this dude. Oh, come on. Oh, I thought he was going to go up against the fence. He's got a tusk necklace. Interesting. Oh, no, I've locked myself inside. All right, hang on. I want to see. Okay, there's one dude. I'm going to take a look at what's in this building, what's over here, and then we're going to go back to the cars. All right, we got barrels. That's it, just barrels. Door hinge, steel. There's a diner over there. Way less Zeds in the immediate area. All right. Oh, look, a blue Jenny. Sweet. Now, if only I had, all right, here, we're gonna take the generator and I'm gonna drop this off and connect it. Perfect. It's just sad that we don't have the tube. But I don't believe that I have, I don't think I have one on me. All right, this guy, we will drop it. All right, we will connect the generator. All right. Sunballs. All right, that's locked. Locked all the way around. Not going to stop me from changing your light bulbs. All right. There's 72% gas in this too. A car key is required if the car is locked. I can't. Oh my goodness. All right, what we got in here? 5 boxes of cereal? Holy shit, boys. We're rich. We're cereal rich. All right, we're gonna swap into this seat. All right, all the doors are unlocked now. As 5 boxes of cereal are in the trunk. All right, well, those 5 boxes of cereal are coming home with ya boy. So let's move that right now. And we already have the generator connected. All right, let's do vehicle mechanics. Okay, that puts us at 93 out of 150. All right, pop it on the road. God damn, bunch of burnt down husks of vehicles. Another empty gas can. Okay, well that is we're gonna move that over, so we have 3 gas cans at the ready this way. All right, let's slide this over. What are we working with? Irvington Speedway. All right. Oops. Okay, and then the seats. Nothing. Yeah, there's nothing there. Oh, look, the key is in the ignition though. I'll leave that as it is. All right, we'll come over here. Drop that gas can as well. All right, now, I told you that we had put up a fight recently, right? At the police station that was up here. Had a couple more cars. All right, well, this diner looks nice. Is this legit? Hang on one second. How close are we to the to the police station? Okay, I thought that we were right up here for a moment. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, that's the VHS spot is right there by the police station. But while I'm over here, let's take a look at this car. All right, good news is that we were able to get in. Oh, dude, and another key. Look at this. And a speeding ticket. And firecrackers. This is the first time I've ever seen eggs that have been rotten in the game. All right, we're going to pop in the main seat up here. Okay, everything else is unlocked. Everything is looking good in this car. How about gas? Does it have gas? Swap it with ours. Right quick. It has 17%. That it do. All right, and it's trunk capacity. All right, so this item car seat 20. The trunk condition is 52. All right, well let's uninstall the lights, reinstall them. right, there's one. There's two. All right, we're going to the back. We're at 129 out of 150. Yeah, we're almost there. And then I just need to get my hose. And then we should be able to interact with any car that we find out there. 138, 141. All right, one more car ought to fix us up. There's beer in the back. Okay. Well, I'm going to mark this on the map. We got a couple of cars, right, that we can mark on the map here. There is one right here. Okay, so the second gas station, we already have that. So let's come over here. Let's do loot symbol. I'm gonna put a car right there. We have the truck that is over here. Got a couple of really good cars that are here. All right. All right, we have reclaimed the gas station. Throw that right there. Okay, so I'm gonna move us up toward that police station. Oh, tell me. No. No. Fuck, bro. The battery's dead. Okay. Shit. Well, this is like a 1-for-1 car here. Yeah, the battery's dead. That's what it is. Okay, well, I'm going to, maybe this is what'll get me up to my next mechanics level. I'm going to pop out one of these batteries and replace it. We're going to do a surgery. Uninstall. Okay. We will uninstall the bad battery. And we will install. I'm going to put the one at 87%. Okay. Oh, hang on. So let me put in the other one. The one at 75% had the full charge. Yes. Okay, cool. And then I can come back over here. And we should now successfully be able to hotwire any car that we do not have keys for. All right, so we're putting the bad battery in here. Sweet. It's 6:10 p.m. No worries. No worries at all. Yeah, here's where shit went down. All right, we're looking for the automotive ones. Exposure survival. You know what? Here, we're gonna just start taking all of the good ones. Okay. And on this side, okay. Omega department, you are dead. Magical woodland, exposure survival. All right, there's woodcraft, another exposure survival. Exposure survival. Ah, car zone. All right, mother's boy. Woodcraft, episode 6. Car zone. Car zone, episode 3. Okay, we got that one. Exposure survival, episode 1. All right, the cook show. That one's about cake. Exposure survival, episode 7, about foraging, about fire. Episode 4. That is exposure survival, episode 4. Episode 5, about stir fry, which we already know, but for the entertainment value, since it says that we haven't watched it, at least on the VHS. All right, this was that. Okay. Simon's Fitness Club, episode 1 on squats. Episode 7 of exposure survival. All right. Space Groove, VHS enthusiast. A strange little men. Strange indeed. Okay, and we are just about done in here. Z Squad. Yeah, and this is like the... All the dirty magazines are back there. All right, so we're gonna throw these back in our car after I fill up on water. And then we're gonna be returning ourselves home so that we can send the rest of the episode out. Okay. Anything else that's in here? Nope. Here's where my old backpack is. I close my shit, dude. I keep leaving things open. All right, and as far as what can fit in the trunk, okay, so there's that. Let's move these tapes in there too. All right, we got cigarettes, so let's smoke one. And we'll hop in our car and get going. Let us finish our cigarette here. All right, since we had shot up the other side of town over here, we're gonna bob and weave. All right, this was the rusty rifle. This is where we got violent. So we're gonna whip it this way. Ooh, not hitting the pole. Yeah, we're gonna bring ourselves back. Wow, that's a lot of broken cars. All right, we're going round back. All right, going around the backside. And just like that, ow, I'm good. We're fine. It's all good. Oh, look, all of the Zeds that we left out here are no more. Okay, from the trunk, let's grab everything. Pop it in our main inventory. Yes, I know it is so heavy. Okay, and then the generator info, 93% fuel. Yeah, see, we're doing just fine. All right, I'm gonna start kicking this outro music off while we clean up. All right, let's close this window. Well, my friends, we have had quite a journey today. Okay, I'm gonna drop all these VHS tapes right behind me. We can load up on them next episode. And I wonder how much ammunition that we have left. Okay, let's go back. Set our pistol. We're gonna place this guy back. It's like John Wick. Gotta return it back to where it came here. All right, as far as the magazines go, yeah, we still got a lot of ammo, fam. All right, can all of them fit? I think they can. And we have our mechanics level 2. Hell yeah. All right, we're gonna put that on the shelf along with our magazine. Dude, our buckets. Yes, okay, the buckets. I'm gonna set the buckets outside. All right, these buckets, we're gonna place them. Oh, look, and we can research. What's that gonna get me? Learn to make bucket mall. All right, we're gonna place all of our buckets. All right, 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna place all of our cereal that we have. So much cereal. That's fucking awesome. All right, we can load our bandolier with the remaining bullets. All right, our protective military case. We're gonna put it back. And that shotgun as well. Well, I just want to say thank you to every single one of you that has followed along. This has been such an incredible experience to do. And we are continuing to grow this community day in and day out. Like I said, 85 subscribers is where we're at now. And I foresee us hitting that 100 soon. So I cannot say thank you enough for watching the content, commenting, liking, sharing, doing all of that wonderful stuff that you guys do, especially hitting that subscribe button. Yeah, we broke in, got our liquor. Oh, we didn't get the liquor, but when we reclaimed the gas station over here, man, Maldra is pretty much coming to its end, everybody. We've got some industrial and the McCoy Lumber Co. And we're working our way toward that 1,000 Zeds. 729 Zeds killed 1 month, 8 hours into our playthrough. We have successfully made it 1 entire month into the game. Well, everybody, I am just some dude on the internet. I will see you next week. Thank you so much.